Daniel over at Winair in Oxford, Alabama. I wanted to show y'all the last of these Myers motors. It's going to be a little bit different than the other two, but it is a really cool motor. It's one you should think about stocking on your truck. It is going to be a little bit higher price point, but this motor is going to be able to do more than the other blower motor can do. So this motor right here, this is the 10857 and the 10856 motors, both of those. So this thing is going to be a variable speed. It's going to be able to replace a 16 pin like you would typically see on a train variable speed. And it's going to have your 4-pin connector as well. You might see that on some carriers or whatnot. So between those two, you can hook it to most any variable speed controller, and this motor is going to work for you. All you got to do is program it through the app. You ain't got to, there is no 115 or 208 jumper there that you have to jump, and there is no clockwise, counterclockwise jumper that you have to do. One thing to note is that this motor has to be set up through the app, but this motor can also be used as an X13. That's why you might want to consider stocking it, because you can use it for a variable speed or a constant torque X13 style motor. The way you would use it for that is you'd hook up to the 16 pin connector right here, and you'd hook up to this power 5 pin right here. Now you have your standard X13 style plug right here. Your speeds 1 through 5, your power on the back. At this point, you would have the jumper to connect, whether it's 115 volt or 230 volt. So that's pretty cool that it can be used for either or. You got a motor that's going to cover everything. Just two different motors. So I want to show y'all how we're going to set this up through the app. So you're going to open the Azure ECM motor app. I have this in demo mode right now, so make sure when you're setting this up live, this is not in demo mode, because it's not going to do anything. You're going to click on the motor that you have, so the 5.6 or the 5.7, your variable speed. You're going to pair to the motor. We're going to hit connect. It's going to connect. Now you're going to configure that motor. Okay, so now up there at the top it says what motor is it, right? What are you replacing it with? What are you replacing? What brand motor? Broad Ocean or anything like that. So let's say it's a Broad Ocean motor. Let's say it's a 240 volt. Let's say the horsepower is a 1/2 horsepower. You'd confirm the horsepower. What rotation is it? Is it clockwise, counterclockwise? And then what kind of connector do you got? Is it the 5-pin? Is it the X13 typical setup? Is it the 4-pin variable speed, or is it the 16-pin? For this example, we'll use the 16-pin. You would hit next, and you would load default. When we're loading that default, all the information of what motor and what horsepower you just put in there, it's loading the default for that motor. So if you're replacing a Train 16-pin, and it's a Broad Ocean motor at a 1/2 horsepower, and then you go into this app and says load default, then that's what it's doing. It's going to mimic what the other motor is doing. Same thing with the 4-pin connector. You would go in there and hit load default, and it's going to do the same thing. Now you would hit save configuration. It's going to give you a rundown of everything, your delay, and everything like that, your voltage that you selected. Make sure everything is good here. Your high cool, your low cool, fan only, all that. Confirm that. And now all you would do is disconnect power from the air handler for about 2 minutes, put the power back in, and that would be it. Your motor would now be programmed. If you wanted to, through the app, you could also look at current motor status. So now it's giving you what the torque's at, which tap is active, what connector you have, everything like that. So this app is really, really useful. It is really cool, easy to use. Easy to use to pair with this motor. I haven't had any issues with this, and this thing's going to be able to replace most anything. So instead of stocking 5.8 or the 5.9, you might be interested in stocking this. The 5.8 and 5.9 are fantastic motors. It's probably what you're going to run up against in the field. But if you was to stock this motor, you're going to be covered whether it's variable speed or whether it is a constant torque X13 style motor. So that's going to cut down on going to the job, diagnosing the problem, realizing you don't have the motor, running to the supply house, grabbing the correct motor, and then going back out to the job. Now with these motors, you can stock 2 motors, and that's going to work in furnaces, air handlers, because it's multi-voltage. It's gonna work over a wide range of stuff, whether it's X13, a 4-pin variable speed, or a 16 variable speed. That's gonna help you cut costs from having to run to the supply house, figure out which motor to grab. You just have these on the truck readily available to you. So that is how these set up. That's pretty much the overview on this one. If you have questions, always feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me in the comment section, or you can also call me. And thank you for watching.